Rigathi Gachagua has finally succeeded in outsmarting President William Samoei Arap Ruto in capturing the attention of the youth of this nation. Now, yesterday, the former deputy president attended a live interview on Obina TV. And guess what? Over 30,000 Kenyans were watching. Now, before I explain the reasons as to why he has succeeded in outsmarting William Ruto, allow me to share with you these screenshots. As you can see, 31,412 were watching that live interview on Obina TV. Those are not few people. William Ruto cannot take those numbers for granted. And take a look at the question that Obina asked. Do you support Gachagua? Guess what? 82% of Kenyans said yes. 18% of them said no. And some Kenyans also left their feedback. One of them said Kasongo must go. Another one said Rigiji the sixth. That shows there is a possibility that Rigathi Gachagua can vie. But the big question is, will the judiciary allow him to vie because of this impeachment story? Now, some Kenyans also say Tengenezeni Sauti ya His Excellency Ken Ambula said, if he hadn't been impeached, will he still be saying the things he's saying now? Kenyans are not fools. Another one said, Obina, muulize hii akili akiwa in government, but now out of government, why? True, nothing has changed. That is John Mwangi. One term is the key. Joseph Mutua said less than 20% saying two term, and he laughed. Now, but that is not the point that I want us to concentrate on. I want us to discuss why he has succeeded in outsmarting William Ruto, the fifth president of the Republic of Kenya. But before we do that, in case this is your first time, kindly support us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. The first reason, President William Ruto himself used the youth in both 2013, 2017, 2022. Rigathi Gachagua was aware because in that interview, Rigathi Gachagua said it was former President Uhuru Kenyatta that introduced him to William Samoei Arap Ruto. So he knew the tactics that those two gentlemen were using. Those tactics, Rigathi Gachagua is now implementing such tactics because he knows the power of the youth of this nation. If you take a look at the population, and allow me to share with you this screenshot, in 2025, Kenya's population is estimated to be around 59.054 million. The population structure shows a large youth population with 75% of the population under 35. The median age is 20 years according to Worldometers. The working age population 15 to 64 makes up to 57.1% of the total population, while the elderly 65 plus account for 3.9%. So do you want to tell me that a said politician who is determined to make William Samoei Arap Ruto can just forget about the youth of this nation? And according to the data, you can clearly tell that 75% of the population comprises of the youth of this nation. Rigathi Gachagua knows which button to press, and that button is the youth of this nation that will support his agenda in 2027 to realize his dream of making William Ruto a one-term president. 2. Rigathi Gachagua knows online as we speak. The youth of this nation are able to identify President William Samoei Arap Ruto's lies. Remember the hustler narrative that the head of state came up with in 2022 during the campaign period. How he will help Mama Mboga, the boda. And let me be honest with you, the boda themselves, most of them are the youth of this nation, and they are online. Some of them are online. And there's no way you can convince me that Rigathi Gachagua is not aware that these people are disappointed with William Samoei Arap Ruto's promises that has not been fulfilled to date. So he knows the right button to press, and that is why he held that interview, just to show that he is with them. So when it comes to 27, these people will join his force to make William Samoei Arap Ruto a one-term. Then he knows the failed system. Now, the youth of this nation, most of them are online and they're in universities. They know that the new university funding model failed. They know the social health authority is failing. And the youth of this nation, most of them are aware. Some of them are tech savvy. They can know what is taking place. So there's no way you can convince me Rigathi Gachagua and his strategic team, they don't know that the youth of this nation are aware of this. He knows if he goes to a platform where the youth are there, it will always amplify these problems. Then lastly, the energy. The former deputy president knows that the youth of this nation have got energy that can propel his agenda in 2027, and his agenda, according to me, Rigathi Gachagua's agenda as we speak, is to make William Samoei Arap Ruto a one-term president in 2027. This energy of the youth can be utilized in terms of protecting votes in 2027, in terms of also big agents of his political party in an event he will be vying for presidency in 2027. That is just my opinion right here on the Sport Check YouTube channel. In case you have any counter opinion, feel free to share in the comment section. Now, I promised at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. This is what you need to do. You need to register as a voter as soon as possible. And the beauty of doing that, once the IEBC is in place, because the Parliament, the National Assembly has not approved the names that William Ruto, the head of state, nominated. So once those people have been approved, remember to register as a voter. The beauty of doing that, you can participate in two types of elections. One, general elections. Two, by-elections. And general elections, it is very important. It is very important. Two, remember to demonetize politics. The beauty of doing that, you can get an opportunity to elect leaders of high integrity. Those who will not be tempted to mismanage public funds. They can do it through so many ways. One, to mismanage the NGCD despite the fact there is an independent board to manage it. They have an influence over it. Two, they can mismanage NGAF. That is the reality on the ground. Then lastly, vote for someone with a vision. Have you ever wondered why we end up with leaders who have got no vision at all? It is because they can't even come up with policies that can take this country to the next level. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.